What's up YouTube? Jeff back again from DopeTechDaily.com. Today I'm bringing you guys a quick unboxing, impressions, and size comparisons on the Alcatel Idol 4S. Now yes, I did order the bundle, as you can see here. Came with the VR headset, you got the headphones, the phone, there's a lot of goodies inside of here. See on the front of the packaging here, they won 14 awards for recognition also at Mobile World Congress 2016. Big event, took them a long time to actually get the phone out though. You've got an AMOLED screen on here. You got the JBL by Harman. Those are the headphones, of course. Waves Max Audio, Qualcomm Snapdragon 652 inside. On the back, there's a few more specs here, and I just mentioned that you got the Snapdragon fingerprint sensor on there. You see, you've got a 3,000 milliamp hour battery with Quick Charge 2.0. You've got dual 3.6 watt speakers. Those are, of course, front-facing speakers. The Boom Key, out-of-the-box VR bundle. You've got the QHD AMOLED display and Android 6.0.1 on board. Pretty nice packaging. And of course, the one other thing that came with the bundle, I just didn't have enough room to put everything here. You also get this case from Incipio. Alcatel, they partnered up with them. It's a clear case. I'll show you guys that at the end. So in this video, I just want to do the quick unboxing, show you guys some size comparisons to some other similarly sized phones. I will come back with a full comparison to the Axon 7 and the OnePlus 3 in another video. I'll also get into the software on this phone a little bit more in another video. I just want to quickly go through everything, show you guys what's in the box. Now I did already cut the seal on this particular box because I actually did a video already, and I cut the seal and then I realized that I didn't actually have my camera set up properly. So we're going to go ahead and go through the unboxing. Everything inside is still intact. So on the front here, as soon as you open the box, you got to be a little careful because the phone actually sort of falls right out at you. As you can see right there, phone's right on front with its specs. You've got some stickers on the back. I'm going to put it to the side so we can see what else is inside the box. Also here, as soon as you open it up, you're going to have some paperwork falling out right at you. You can see this is sort of like a quick start guide. You've also got a few other things in here. Some more quick start materials and warranty stuff. So some stuff that I'm really not going to look at. There's a little information about here about how to set up the phone, how to set up the VR experience if you want to use that. I'll try to do a separate video on the VR headset. I don't know if that's going to happen. I may just have to talk about that in the full review because I do have so many videos going on right now. Anyway, once you peel back the compartment that holds the phone here, which you can go ahead and just peel that off if you want, you open it up here. You got a lot more stuff inside. There's a little hang tag here, which is a cool little accessory. It says, "Do not disturb. I'm lost in virtual reality." And on the back it says, "Prepare to be amazed." So you can keep that as just a little souvenir. And then, of course, on the inside, the next thing you're going to have is your actual VR headset itself. So you got sort of a nice unboxing experience here. This actually seems to be a pretty well-made headset. You can see here on the back here, it's got the Alcatel Idol 4S with some nice sort of specs for the actual phone and also some things to do with the VR goggles. Glass metal slim with a premium design, best readability under sunlight, interactive pictures, reversible audio and screen, powerful dual speakers, VR goggles and contents included. You also got the other specs of the phone, and then the JBL headsets also included, which they list there as well. So if you pop this out, actually some of your other stuff is inside here, and you get quite a few other goodies. One of the things that's in here is a screen protector. So if you slide this out here, this is going to be a screen protector. It's also got a little plastic on it there. Anyway, this is a tempered glass screen protector. At least it seems to be. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, it's glass right here. So that's a nice addition. You get a tempered glass screen protector as well as, I'm going to have to investigate and make sure it's glass, but it certainly feels like it. Could just be plastic, but I'll look into that. This certainly looks like tempered glass anyway. Anyway, it's really nice of them to include a high quality screen protector, which also has the top and bottom protection. Usually you get some cheap film protector in most phones if they're bundled. So you can go ahead and throw that plastic to the side. Also inside here, you've got your charger. Now this does come with Quick Charge 2.0. So you've got a Quick Charge 2.0 enabled power brick. And then also in here, as you guys probably know, this phone does not come with USB Type-C. Still comes with micro USB. So you got your micro USB charging cable. And again, this is Quick Charge 2.0 enabled. So you get about 50% in I think about 30 minutes or so. Not too bad. Probably not quite as fast as the dash charge on the OnePlus 3 or some of the other proprietary systems. You got some plastic here on your VR goggles. I'll take that out in a little bit. You can go ahead and slide the back of the goggles there and then set that to the side. And let's see what else is in the box. We should have the headphones down in here, I think, still. So there's quite a lot of things inside this box. So you're going to have a lot of things to unbox with the Idol 4S. So if you're a person who enjoys the unboxing experience, this is definitely a good phone to pick up. So in here we have the headset strap, and I do not see the headphones. So the headphones, this is going to be your strap for your VR goggles, obviously. So we can throw that to the side. And I do not see the headphones. Alright, so I went ahead and took a look inside. The headphones are actually inside the VR goggles. I don't know how I missed them. The JBL headphones are right here. So you guys can go ahead and take a look. There's some extra ear tips in there with different sizes, which I just dropped on the ground. I'll have to pick up in a bit. But you do get a couple of extra ear tips in there. If you have different size ears, it comes with the medium ones installed. This actually looks like a pretty nice quality pair of earbuds. Definitely better than what you get in like an Apple and iPhone situation with the earpods. I'll give them a test, of course, for the full review, but they certainly look like more high quality than you would get, for instance, in Apple or Samsung type packaging when you get those for free with your phone. So anyway, I'm going to put that to the side, and let's go ahead and take a look at the actual phone itself. So go ahead and bring back then the Idol 4S. There it is. Let me go ahead and peel off the Alcatel stickers here. This is a dual SIM phone. You've got 3 gigabytes of RAM inside. Again, the Snapdragon 652, 16 megapixel camera on the back with an 8 megapixel shooter on the front. You do have the dual tone LED flash here on the back, and you have a LED flash on the front as well. Fingerprint scanner right there. You do have a glass back, which reminds me a lot of the Galaxy S6. You can see it does have a camera bump, so it isn't completely flush like the one on the Galaxy S7. So it does remind me a little more of the Galaxy S6. Overall, has a very premium feel to it in the hand. Very nice looking phone. You got your boom key right there on the side. Again, it is dual SIM, so your SIM slot's over here. One thing that takes some getting used to, the power button is actually on the left side of the phone, which I have found a little weird last year with the Alcatel Idol 3, but it's something you can get used to. Volume buttons are on the right side again. So if you do use a micro SD card, which this does support up to 256 gigabytes, you will not be able to use the second SIM slot. So it's either dual SIM or you can use a single SIM and a micro SD card. So I'll go ahead and boot that up really quick. And while it's booting, if it's got any power anyway, if not, again, I'm going to do a separate software video. So if it doesn't have any power, oops, the boom key is not the power key. I know I'm going to make that mistake a million times when using this phone, so it's probably apt that I made it in this video. This is not the power key, that's the power key. Anyway, while I'm doing that, let me show you guys the size comparisons I wanted to get to. First, I've got the Moto Z Force Droid right here. I have used this phone quite a bit recently. You can see the Moto Z Force Droid, very similar in height to the Idol 4S. You can see that it looks like the Force Droid might be, they're really close, they're almost identical. You can see the Force Droid does have that huge camera hump, whereas the Idol 4S doesn't have quite as big of one. Of course, you can put a style mod on there. If you look at the thickness, Force Droid does appear to be quite a bit thicker. Of course, the regular Moto Z Droid will be thinner. If we put these sort of side by side, in terms of width, it looks like they're very close in width, actually. The Force Droid might be a little bit wider, but nothing too obvious. You got here the Galaxy S7 Edge, another popular 5.5-inch phone, of course. You can see the Idol 4S is a bit taller than the Galaxy S7 Edge. Of course, the S7 Edge is going to be thinner at the edges because of the tapered edge screen. And with the width, the Idol 4S is going to be a little bit wider. Of course, the other phone that everybody wants to see, we've got the Axon 7 right here. You can see the Axon 7, the heights are about similar. Thickness, I guess the Idol 4S, I don't know, they might be about the same because the Axon 7 is curved in the back. The Idol 4S feels a little bit thicker because this one's curved. And then if you consider the width, they're very similar in width too. You can't tell much difference between them in terms of the overall width. And then the very last phone that I want to do a comparison on, another very similarly priced and spec'd phone. You've got the OnePlus 3 right here. You guys can see the OnePlus 3, they're about the same height as well. The OnePlus 3 might be a little taller, I don't know, just a tiny bit. In terms of thickness, the OnePlus 3 appears to be a bit thinner than the Idol 4S. And in terms of the width, they're almost identical. I know the OnePlus 3 might be a little bit wider in terms of the full width of the phone. All right, so let me go ahead and just put my information into the Idol 4S. I'm going to go through the setup real quick, and I'll get right back with you guys. Just take a quick tour. All right, YouTube, we're back, and I just want to show you guys quickly the software on the Idol 4S. You see here you got a pretty good looking experience. It's pretty stockish in terms of the settings menu. So if we go into settings here, the drop down menu is what you would expect, to get from stock Android. Doesn't look too bad. You can see here also the settings in the actual, full settings are also very stockish. Looks very much like you might see on a Nexus device. A couple of things to note, of course, you got the boom key settings. That's a really appealing feature of this phone. I'll have to get into that some more in the full review, and also the software comparison. Of course, this phone's also got the feature that you can turn it upside down and it'll flip the screen right if you turn that on. So there's a lot of really cool things about this phone, which makes it really, really nice to use. Of course, the dual front-facing speakers. You got all those nice features. Overall, it appears to be very smooth. Of course, you're not getting the Snapdragon 820 like you do on the Axon 7 and the OnePlus 3. The question is, does that really make a huge difference? I would argue it may not, because on the Moto G4 Plus, I've had a really good experience with that phone so far. So, of course, I'm going to get into a full software review. I'll talk a lot about the boom key. Really excited to use that, get into the camera. You guys let me know what else you want to know about this phone. Definitely going to do a full comparison, like I said, to the OnePlus 3. I know everyone's really going to be excited about that. And then also a full comparison to the ZTE Axon 7, which I know everybody will also really want to see a comparison to this phone as well. All right, guys, so that is my complete unboxing, comparisons, and impressions for the Alcatel Idol 4S. Drop a comment below. Appreciate you guys checking it out. You can find me at dopetechdaily.com, Instagram, Google+, and Twitter at the links in the description. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.